The European Youth Parliament is one of the largest platforms for non-formal political and civic education of young Europeans. We exist in 40 countries and we organize events where young people have a safe space to express their opinions, develop skills, and meet people from other European countries. Valencia 2019 is the flagship event of the European Youth Parliament in the summer of 2019. And here, 300 young people are coming together to discuss current political issues like financial literacy, cryptocurrencies, the pension system, migration and statelessness, and many other issues.
EFAMA is the voice of the European investment management industry. We bring together a number of national associations, corporate associate members that really represent the variety of the market participants. That's what characterizes our industry. And in a way, we work a bit like the European Youth Parliament. We provide a platform for our members coming from different countries to get together and discuss a number of policy issues, come up with positions from policy papers and present them to the European policymakers. We are really keen to hear from these young students who really represent the investors of the future, what they think about issues like saving, investing, saving for their retirement. And I have to say, having been in Valencia, it was really great to hear how excited, engaged and curious these young people are, and asking all these great questions, also on sometimes like highly technical issues.
Currently we're debating about the pension system. It's not really something young people think about too much. Unfortunately, they see it as something that's going to happen in a long time in the future. However, it is crucial for us young people to think about these things now so we would have financial security later, and that's what we're here for, to talk about that.
Well, one of the most shocking things is how low the levels of financial literacy are. So like how well educated you are in like finance and managing your money, and there's a really big difference across Europe. So some countries are really well educated in financial literacy and some really aren't.
So the most interesting part about our topic is that we are actually facing young people and the solutions appropriate for them. We're in an area, we're talking pensions, that is concerning old people. So we're having the whole span of a lifetime of a European citizen that is concerned by that. And it's mostly not our age group that is starting to think about pensions, but in fact it is necessary that we do, and that we have knowledge about it, and then also take actions ourselves as individuals, but also that the policy framework in place is good.
I have really very good and high impressions of the program and the attendees of the program. I was very intrigued by the topics, the complexity of the topics, the depth of the discussion that the prep materials put together, and I would say that the students or the attendees that were in my session were actively engaged, very interesting questions and challenging, and I was very impressed, I must say, and I'm really glad to have been able to partake in this.
We had 2.5 hours of expert talks yesterday, and there was so much knowledge that we were all amazed after we had our expert talks. We had an opportunity to ask questions, we had an opportunity to engage. We learned more about how you can invest, how you can prepare yourself for retirement, and we also learned more about how the state currently is, what is the state today on financial literacy, on pensions, on all of these kinds of things that we were unsure about previously. So the expert talks really helped us get a solid view of our topic.
It was really interesting to have a professional coming in and telling us his perspectives on the matters. We've been doing a bit of research before the session and now discussing it ourselves, to have someone with real life experience on exactly that matters.
So I didn't quite know what to expect when I was going to come as an expert to this session, but I was really pleased to see that the committee members had done their homework. They had lots of great questions for us. I hope we answered them well. I think they challenged us a bit, which is really great and what I wanted to see. We spoke about the importance of investing for your future. We talked also about the asset management industry, how it works, what is an investment fund, how does it work, and how do investment funds help people with their financial goals.
It's so inspirational to see how the EYP is thinking about these topics, how they're debating, and very excited to see the resolutions that they will be drafting. And we all look forward to use the output of this EYP session in real life.
So I didn't know very much about pensions, and the topic came up, and I thought it would be really interesting to learn something new and research something that I didn't know anything about. And it's actually been really good because I've learned that it's really important to invest in a pension when you're young, and if I hadn't chosen this topic, I wouldn't know that. So it's been really useful.
So before coming to this session, I also wasn't really thinking much about pensions and I didn't understand the importance of it. However, after doing my session preparation, as well as hearing the amazing expert talks we had, I really started thinking about it, and I think the main thing I learned is about investing and saving, and how the earlier you start, the better you will be in the future, and I think that's the main thing I'll take from this session and this topic.